see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Rebels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Florida's offense will go to work first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
The Gators come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, we're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
That's caught. It's Bishop. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Gators are on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's second and long. On the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense has it, they're on the move. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Rebels! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays.
And it's blocked. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. A strike downfield. Turns it on in midfield. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Lanning. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Touchdown, Gator! Great job by the back on the option.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rebels offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback in this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Now the play fake. Hines is tight end. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the air, it's Burr. Slings it downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Makes the catch near the sideline, but he's down immediately before he gained an inch. And the Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Handoff from the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big...
Turning it on! Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finding an escape route. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Under fire. Throws toward the end zone. It falls incomplete, and we'll change into the field to get things started back up. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll run it from the gun. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The Gators want to crank the tempo. Gives it on the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll try to run it in.
defense. They have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Pittsburgh is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in the Steel City. They're trailing by just 4 to Florida State. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. We've been watching them all year, but David, it seems like they're starting to find themselves a little bit right now, having won the last 2.
Yeah, they're in the category of others receiving votes. Like, there's those next 26, 27, 28. These guys, they're right on the cusp of getting ranked. They've had a really good start to their season.
And they're about to get that recognition then if they can just keep it. You got to stick to the formula. This is a team that prides themselves on being physical and executing. We got to see that today.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Burr. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Right on the money. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run.
It's a seam wide open. The 40, the 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Gator. He got a step and just dusted the field. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Pulls it, fired complete. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Burr. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Florida! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He lets one fly deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game. And it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of...
Breaks into the open. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Rides to back and leaves it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Takes a handoff. It's Bickley. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Spur. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snags it on the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half. So now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
To the air, it's Burr. It's complete to the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connection. Pulls it in down the middle. He's running free down the middle. Slippery slide, find his way, and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Hard running there. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. The Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Looking deep. Grabs it inside the 10. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
20.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Quickly complete.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick release by the QB. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Rebels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll go to the sneak. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. This is a designed run. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Northwestern is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. We've seen this program stage memorable comebacks before. Do not rule out another one today. They're trailing by 9 to USC. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The inside handoff. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and...
Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
got his man on the right.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll ride the hot hand. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down.
I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Leaves it with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense, and here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Looking to pass, it's Spur. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake,
looking for more room. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Florida. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. He's got an open man. Turns it on at midfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Looking for the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their...
There he goes. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Quick completion to the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ballgame, keep trusting him, keep sprinting. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Might as well give it to him again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give on the option. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Florida.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Burr. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. 4 wideout set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Snags it over the middle. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. They'll throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly deep downfield.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Going for it all. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though
he'll take a shot. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And the Gators line up to punt it away. He'll try to reach. The punt was just an illusion. They snap it to the upfield. Turning it on. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the first down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College. Military stunt! Ready! Set ready! Here we go, here we go! Set up! Let's go! Let's go! Set, ready! Ready, go! Come on, set! Ready! High! 180 up! Here we go, here we go! Set, go! Here we go, set! 22 water! 22 water! Let's go! Ready, ready! 180! Down! Hot up! Drum! Drum! 180! Brass! Set up! Here we go! Set! Charcoal! 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 Hunt, put it! Base 27 jump! Set up! Let's go! Let's go! Hunt up! Set! Ready, go! Ready! Ready! Trick 9 feet! Trick 9 feet! 180 up! Flag! Set, go! Set, ready! 180! Fly, trumpet! Let's go! Charcoal! Here we go, here we go! Ready, go! Cooler! Cooler! Ready! Let's go! Let's go! What are you? Dad, ready! Let go! 22, water! What are you? Fly trumpet! Fly trumpet! Let go! Come on, Seth! 180! Military stun! Hold on! Banner! Banner! 180! Drum! Set up! Banner! Set! Set hut! Hut 180! Here we go, here we go! Set on! Here we go, set! Hold on! Ready, ready! Ready, go! Military stunt! Ready! Down! 180! Here we go!
In your face!
22 water! 22 water! 180! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Drum! Drum! 180! Brass! Hold on! Set! 180! Ready! Set up! Set ready! Set! Here we go, here we go! Hut 180! Let's go! Let's go! Set up! Set, ready! Hold on! Charcoal! 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 Ready, go! we go. Set.
Base 27, jump! 180. Ready! Hot eye! Trick 9 beat! Trick 9 beat! 180. Set, ready! Set up! Flag! Set! Fly, trumpet! Hunt one in! Here we go, here we go! Set up! Four! Hunt up! Let's go! Let's go! Ready, go! Flag! Ready! Cooler! 180 up! Form! Set, go! Trick 9 beat! 180. Set, ready! Let go! Base 27, 180. Come on, set! Hot on! Brass! Set up! Here we go! Set. Charcoal! Hunt one in. Cooler! Set up! 22, water! Hot eye! Here we go! Set! Ready, go! Ready! Down! 180 up! Here we go! Set, go! Fly, trumpet! Fly! 180. Military stun! Military, let go! Banner! 180. Drawn! Hot eye! Banner! 180. Military stunt! Set up! 22 water! 22 water! Let's go! Flag. 180. Fly, trumpet. Hold on.
Bring in the second string. Bring in the second.
4, 180. Here we go, here we go. Set up. Let's go! Let's go! Set. Flag! Flag! Husband. Set. Ready! Come on, set! Set up! Here we go! Ready, go! Here we go! Set! Ready! Charcoal! Let's go! Let's go! Hunt one in! Set on! Ready! Hunt on! Cooler! Cooler! Ready, go! Set, ready! Ready! 22, water! 180! Here we go, here we go! Set, go! Let's go! Let's go! 180! Set, ready! Come on, set! Let's go! Fly trumpet! Fly trumpet! 180! Set high! Hot, hot! Here we go, here we go! 180! Military stump! Set up! Banner! Banner! Set! Here we go! Set! Hunt one in! Drum! Set up! Ready! Ready! Hunt on! Banner! Ready, go! Down! Ready! Here we go! 180 up! Let's go! Let's go! Let go! Military stun! 180! Let's go! Water! 20, 20. Ready! Hot, hot! Set, ready! 180! Drum! Drum! Brass! Set up! Charcoal! Charcoal! Set! Base 27 jump! Base 27 jump! Hunt one in! Trick 9B! Trick 9B! Set up! Let's go! Let's go! 180 up! Four! Set, go! Flag! 180. Cooler! Let go!
One play at a time.
Set, ready! 180. Come on, set! Hot on! Form! Trick 9 feet. Set up. Set hot. Set. Here we go. Hot 180. Pace 27, jump. Set up. Brass, hot on. Here we go, set. Ready, go. Charcoal. Ready. Ready. 180 on.
What you doing out there, boy?
Down. Set, go. Here we go. Let go. 22 water. 180. Fly trumpet. Fly trumpet. Let's go, let's go! 180! Set up! Military stun! Set! In your face! Ready! Hot 180! Set ready! Set on! Banner! 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 Hot! Drum! Ready, go! Banner! Ready! Here we go, here we go! 180 up! Military stump! Set go! Can't be denied. 22 water! 180! Drum! Drum! Hut go! Let's go! Let's go! 180!